Hello and happy Space Hat Sunday. I wanted to briefly talk about letting go, as I've had an evolution in my understanding of this concept. So fuck it. Let me just explain my experience and my perspective, and you can take what you like and leave what you don't. Gonna look at it in 3 phases. Okay, so the first phase of my letting go looks something like this. I'm feeling anxiety, or I have a traumatic memory about my mom dying from cancer, and I want to let go of this stuff. So the anxiety shows up, the discomfort shows up, and I'm in tune with myself. I feel the anxiety and I'm going to let go of it. And in stage 1, I was really trying to push it away. Like, the way I see it is like the old man coming out of the front door and like shooing away all the cats and dogs. Like, get out of here. I don't want you. Get out of here. And I thought I was letting go of the anxiety basically by pushing it away. That didn't work. Maybe short term, but as I started growing and going deeper, I realized, nah, that's not it. That's pushing away, not really letting go. And what you resist persists, or whatever they say. If you're pushing it away, it's going to come back, basically. So then when I had my crazy face surgery and I woke up and I had blood all over me and weird skin, I was like, what am I even? I was very confused. And through that experience, I learned a deeper level of holding space for myself. I was feeling fear, anxiety, some kind of pain. I don't know. I was feeling shit that I didn't really like. And I noticed that my original tactic of like, get this stuff out of here, wasn't going to work in that hospital bed. That's for damn sure. And this brings us to stage 2 of letting go for me. And that was envisioning that instead of opening the door and chasing the cats away, this anxiety is an ice cube. And in order to let go of it, I need to hold it and allow it to melt. And not really putting any pressure on that process. The melting of this ice cube may take a year. It may take 20 seconds. But instead of aggressively getting this stuff out of there, it was a holding and a level of acceptance while you melt away into me. And I kind of felt that my thoughts were interfering with that melting process. So the more my mind was involved, the slower the process of melting that anxiety ice cube was. And maybe that makes sense, maybe not. So stage 1 is like, I feel anxious, get that shit out of here. Stage 2 is like, I feel anxious, I'm gonna lay down and hold space for this so it can melt. And that was a great upgrade. But even in stage 2, there's a bit of pushing away, because what I'm finding now is that there's still this signaling internally to God, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. There's still a signaling of, I want this thing out of here. There's still a push. Can we let go without pushing away? What the hell does that really look like? And that brings us to stage 3, which I'm like, oh my God, I finally understand letting go. 3 for me. I'll be back in a couple months probably with levels 4 and 5. Seems to never stop. But let's talk about level 3 for me. Level 3 for me is in an attempt to let go of the anxiety. It's not actually the anxiety that I'm letting go of. It's the resistance to the anxiety. Okay? Let that sit for a minute. My hand is shaking because I'm so excited about this. It changed my whole life. And it may not change your life if you're just kind of understanding it logically. Like for me, it had to be a felt experience. But I started to realize that in my attempts to let go, I was really pushing away. And by pushing away, I was sort of communicating to this almighty higher power that I'm not okay with this. I want to get rid of it. And I'm finding that's not how it works for me. For me, how it works is I am okay with this. There is no resistance to allowing this feeling. I mean, there is a lot of resistance. But instead of looking to get rid of the feeling, I'm looking to dissipate the resistance and being with the feeling. And this is just an absolute game changer for me. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But if you have questions or you want to talk about this, please let me know. This is very, 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 very interesting and important to me. So stage 3 was realizing that I'm not letting go of the anxiety. I'm not letting go of the painful memory of my mom dying. I'm letting go of the resistance to these things. Game changer. Sending you lots of love. Happy Space Hat Sunday.